Today, I'm going to show you how to create a fairy summoning potion. The things we'll need to create our fairy summoning potion is 1 glass bottle, and I'm going to replace the regular cork with a rubber cork. And this is a number 1. Today we're going to use distilled water with a tiny bit of rubbing alcohol, but you could also use glycerin if you don't have access to rubbing alcohol. We will be using some blue and green liquid food coloring, as well as some iridescent purple mica powder. I have some bug charms on here, some chain with crystals, and black cording. We have some pliers, scissors, and then we have some sealing wax hot glue sticks in a purple and a teal, as well as a black marker and our hot glue guns. And finally, we will need our label printed on sticker paper, and the link for this is in the description down below. Let's get started. Would you like a chance to win a monthly potion bottle? Then consider supporting me over on Patreon. All of my patrons have a chance to win a monthly potion bottle. Patreon not your thing? No worries. You can become a member here on YouTube where you get exclusive icons and emojis to use in the comment section. Link is in the description down below. Alright, the first thing we're going to do is make our actual base potion. So I'm going to get rid of this regular cork. I have my distilled water here. I just put some in here because it's a lot easier to pour than the entire gallon jug. And we're going to first color this. So I have my blue and green food coloring here. And I'm going to start with the green, and we are going to take just the tiniest little touch of the green food coloring. Like literally just a little drop. And I'm going to add that in. And then I'm going to take my blue food coloring and do the same thing, and I will keep adding just a drop or so until I get the color that I would like. So that's probably enough blue. Now I know I just need to add more green to get the color I'm going for because I want it to kind of coordinate with this sealing wax stick. And yeah, okay, I would say that that's pretty good. So that literally was just 2 tiny little drops of green and 1 tiny little drop of the blue to get to our desired color here. All right, so I'm going to add this to our base. And then I'm going to add our mica powder in here, and then we'll add it into there. And this is an iridescent purple mica powder that is from a set of mica powders that I have used to replace the Nodway collection that I used to get because that one's no longer available. So there's 36 colors in here, and they're really good. Now, I will say a couple of them, just like in the Nodway, have some pigment to them. So it's very important that you test your pigments in a small tester jar first to know whether your mica has pigment or not. So this one, for example, was clear. And after I put the purple mica powder in there, it turned that base color to like a pinky. So just make sure you check your micas before you try to make a color shift potion. It's not that it won't be pretty if it was to color the water, but you want to know that it's going to shift the way you want it to. And I did show in my Verdant Jubilation potion how you can get around your mica dyeing the liquid if you pre-soak your mica powder essentially, and then you just get rid of the liquid it tinted. You're then left with the mica powder that no longer has pigment. So there is a way around it. I'll put a link to that video up above in case you didn't see it. But for the purple iridescent, it doesn't actually change the color of the base potion. So we are good. All right, so we are going to add some of this purple iridescent mica powder. Oh, and I actually forgot to add our alcohol, so we'll do that to this one. And really, you just want to add a couple drops. You're basically just trying to make sure that your distilled water stays clean and nothing grows in it. All right, so we have our purple iridescent. I think I'm going to add just a little bit more. My spoon. And we are left with a really beautiful purple iridescent liquid. So we're going to go ahead and pour this in and fill it up. And dry the little drip off our bottle here. And then I'm going to dry the neck of our bottle. Alright, I've got my cork here. Well, I have no idea why my cork will not cork, so I'm going to try a black one, because really for this one it doesn't matter. The black or the white would have matched our label and everything, so there we go. Okay, I have no idea why the white one wouldn't cork, but we will do a black one. Same difference. And technically, if you do the water and the glycerin, you don't even need to use this cork. You could have used the regular one. I just find you have less evaporation with the rubber corks. All right, so now that we have our potion in here, we're going to add our details. So I found some of these clearance chains from Hobby Lobby that have these crystal pieces in there, and I thought that this would be really cool to add a little touch on here. So we're going to just add to our cording a little section of it, and then we're going to hang our charm off of it. Now, I actually picked these charms up at the end of last Halloween. So as you can see, they are Halloween Recollections collection, and it's got the little pumpkins and the snake, and it has some bugs, and then it had 2 butterflies. So I actually used the other butterfly on my test bottle. So we're going to use this one on our bottle here. So we've got our little black butterfly, which I thought would be a nice touch for fairies. You know, I feel like fairies are friends with butterflies, if nothing else. And, all right, we are going to open this ring up. So I've opened this up enough for me to take this part of the chain off. We are then going to add this to our cording. Okay, and then once you get it on there, then close your little jump ring on here up, just so it doesn't come off. Like I said, it's already a pretty tight fit, so the likelihood of it coming off is pretty slim anyway, but just to be safe. This is a lot easier to do off camera. Okay, so now that I have my crystal bead chain strand on our cording, and we can move it on there, we're now going to go ahead and add our charm to the bottom of it. All right, so now we have our little butterfly attached to our crystal chain, attached to our cording. So we're going to start this one like normal, and then we're going to take our cording with the chain on it and wrap it around the bottle. All right, so when we spin this around, we've got our little charm up here, and we can scooch it some if we need to. And I think that is probably pretty good. We can adjust it more once we get the label on. But before we get the label on, we're going to do some drips on the top, and then we'll get our label on. While I'm waiting for my hot glue to warm up, and I am using a teal and a purple sealing wax hot glue stick like I said before, so we're going to do a two-toned situation. We're going to do the purple first and then the teal on top. But while that's heating up, I'm just going to go around the outside edge of my label with a matching marker. So in this case, I decided to go around with a black just to kind of tie in a little bit more of the black we've got going on throughout this whole potion. And it had been a while since I'd done a fairy potion, so I felt like we were due. And a couple of you guys have requested some fairy potions. Now we've got our label ready. Oh, I was going to put the wax on before the label, but because it's taking so long to heat up, I think we're going to go ahead and just stick our label on here quick. All right, I got the backing paper off of the sticker paper. And now let's see if this is ready. Oh yeah. Okay, and I think that's good for our purple. So we'll let this dry a minute or two. And now we're going to go over it with our teal. All right, we've got all of our drips done, giving us that little bit of purple, but mostly that light teal color. And when we shake it up, we get that beautiful purple iridescent. And this one definitely is not showing you how really beautiful it is on camera. It's so pretty. Turn off one of my lights here so you can kind of maybe see. There we go. A little bit better. You can get some of that beautiful purple shimmer that we get. And there we have our beautiful purple and teal iridescent fairy summoning potion. This will be a great addition to our potion and prop collection we're making along the way. So if you guys like this video, give me the thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do so, and we will catch you guys later. Thanks so much.